everybody and welcome back to my channel. Now if you didn't know me, my name is Jasmine and I post on this channel at 7 PM every Monday. So for today's video I've recreated this Kylie Jenner look. It literally blew me away. I love the pop of colour in the inner corner. I've never really done a pop of colour in the inner corner for like more of like a natural glam look. So I really wanted to recreate this. I also want to do a little theme on this channel where I recreate your favourite celebrities' makeup looks. So I thought I'd start it off with the Queen, Kylie Jenner, and then I've got a few more in the bag that I want to do as well. So if you want to know how I got this look, then keep on watching. Just to save a little bit of time, I have done my base and my eyebrows off camera. That's why I kind of resemble a little bit like a pancake right now. But I'm going to start off with the cheek products. Now I never do my base or like my face makeup before doing my eyes. This is very weird for me. But I'm going to go in with my Nars Laguna bronzer. It's just a really nice cool toned, but it's not too heavy of a bronze. And I'm going to apply it using the Morphe E3 brush. So I'm just taking a small amount along my forehead. In the photo she has kept it very light. She's not like overly bronzed, it's just adding a little bit more colour to the face. I'm also taking a little bit underneath my chin. So a little tip is while you're contouring your nose, grab a smaller brush and just put a little bit underneath your bottom lip. This is going to help give the illusion of more of a poutier lip, which Kylie Jenner definitely has. So another thing that's very obvious in the photo is that she has got kind of that clean line underneath her bronzer. So I am just taking a loose powder and creating that line. So in the photo she has got more of a monochromatic pink look. I'm going to go in with my Distorted Dreams highlighting palette from Sleek, and I'm going to take that pink powder shade and use that as a highlighter. So to mimic the photo I am keeping it very light-handed and I'm not applying too much highlighter. She's not got a glittery look going on, she has kept it very glowy. I'm mostly focusing this on the apples of the cheek. You can see in the photo that she's got like her blush, but it's really a glowy highlighted blush, and that's what I want to mimic with this highlighter. So now I'm going in with the palette which Becca did a collab with Khloe Kardashian and Malika, and I'm going to take the bronzer shades and I'm going to apply them to the apples of my cheek, and I'm going to do that with the Morphe M105 brush. So just with a powder brush I'm going to pat the bake that we did underneath the bronzer into the skin. So like normal I'm just going to do one eye off camera and then show you using the other eye, so I'll be back in a second. So I have done one of the eyes off camera, ignore the bake underneath the wing, but I'm going to show you how I did it using the other eye. Now unfortunately I had to kind of dip into two separate palettes for this because I didn't have a palette that had all of the colours used, but the main palette I used was the Pillow Talk palette from Charlotte Tilbury. It is such a beautiful palette and the colours in there are very identical to the ones that Kylie have in her photo. So I'm going to start off using the prime shade, which is the kind of pinky glowy colour in the palette, and I'm taking that on my Zoeva 227 soft definer brush. Now I'm going to use this just underneath my brow bone, and I'm just going to lay that down so that the brown shade we use in the crease kind of blends really nicely into the brow highlight. I'm now taking one of the Morphe fluffy brushes. This is a random one, it doesn't have a number. It came in one of their like cheap £20 eye sets. So I'm taking that on the brown shade in the palette. This is the pop shade, yeah, the pop shade. You can also just use your bronzer for this part, but I'm just going to, starting off in the outer corner, so I'm not taking this brown shade into the front of my crease because this is kind of like an ombre look. It goes from brown to pink to obviously the bright pop of pink in the inner corner. I'm just keeping it towards the outer corner of my eye. So I do have more of an in-depth how to get like the cat eye effect look, and I'll leave a little card up below for you to check that video out. So again, this brush is from the same set as the other one, so it doesn't have a number, but this is more of like a tapered fluffy brush. It's a little bit more smaller than the one previously used. And I'm going still in with that brown shade. I'm taking the smallest amount. I'm just building a little bit more colour on that outer corner just to give a bit more definition to the eye. And then again making sure that that's all blended in. So taking the same brush, I am just applying that brown shade underneath my eyes and blending it outwards towards the wing. So going in with my Luxe Smoky Shader Brush from Zoeva, the 234, I'm taking the Enhanced shade in the Charlotte Tilbury palette, which is a very mauvey neutral pink. And I'm taking that all over my lid. And then lastly, with the original fluffy brush I used, I'm just going to blend out all of that in the crease with no extra product on there. I'm simply just using what's left over to blend out that pink and make sure all of the brown is again blended out. So now that the eyeshadow is placed down, I'm going to go in with the wing, and I'm going to start off with a pencil liner. This is the Costa Riche from MAC. It's my favourite brown eyeliner pencil. And I'm placing that into my upper waterline and then kind of blending it along my lash line, but not too far out to the tail. So the reason of starting out by using the kohl is to keep the look quite soft, because that is the whole aesthetic of this look, is very soft and contoured. I'm now going to go in with the actual wing, and I'm going to be using the roller liner from Benefit. So I'm going in with the brown shade. Now in the photo it does look like she's gone for more of a black eyeliner, however that doesn't suit me as much. I do prefer more of a darker brown, so obviously do whatever coloured liner you wish. I'm just going to stick with more of the darker brown. She has started her liner halfway on the lid, so again that's what I'm doing. I'm still making sure that you can see that smokiness of the kohl pencil. So I'm just choosing to go back in with the pencil liner and just kind of soften up the liner that's on my lash line. And then lastly I'm just going in with a little bit of loose powder and pressing some just underneath the eye to help kind of clean up that line. So while we let that sit, I'm going to start off with the inner corner. Now this is where I had to dip into another palette. I'm just taking my Beauty Bay Bright Matte palette and taking Pinky Promise, which is the baby pink. I'm taking that on my Zoeva Luxe pencil, my 230, which is a really nice fluffy pencil brush. And I'm going to blend that in to the inner corner. So now I'm going back in with the pink highlighting palette, and I'm first taking my cream like yellow toned shade. And I'm just taking that on my same Zoeva brush. I know I'm putting cream on top of powder, but it doesn't separate, it's only like a small little section of the face. But I'm going in with the pink highlighting shade that we used on the face, and I'm blending that on top of that cream, again just to make that inner corner really pop. And then obviously you just want to pat in and wipe away that bake. And that is the eye look nearly done. I'm just taking the Urban Decay 24/7 Waterline pencil in Walk of Shame, which is their nude colour, and I'm running that into the waterline. So looking at her eyelashes, it looks like she might have a few individuals on the outer corner. However, my lashes are not as long and beautiful as Kylie Jenner's is. So I've just chosen to go in with a pair of fake lashes from this cheap little eBay pack that I've got. I use these sort of lashes kind of every day. They're a little bit smaller. They suit kind of my hooded eyes for a whole long day at like work, for instance. So I've also applied a small amount of the They're Real Tinted Primer from Benefit. But looking at the Kylie photo, you can see that it is very minimal underneath her bottom lashes, and the tinted primer is perfect because it's more of a darker brown, a bit like the eyeliner. It's a lot more natural looking than a jet black mascara would be. So now the last thing to do is go on with lips. Now Kylie has got more of a darker lip liner, and then she has got more of a satin finish lipstick. She hasn't got a gloss on, but you can still see a little bit of a shine. So I'm starting off with my Suede Matte Lip Liner from NYX. This is in the shade London. And then for lipstick, I'm going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Penelope Pink. It's a very gorgeous nude lipstick. And then lastly, I'm going to go in with a spritz of Fix Plus. This just ensures everything stays in place and any powders on the skin kind of melt in so that it's not too heavily powdered. So I have mimicked the hairstyle that she's got in the photo. I've just readjusted my fringe and hairsprayed it back into place. So yeah, that is the finished Kylie Jenner look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If there's any other celebrity inspired looks that you want to see from me, then make sure to comment them down below or DM me on Instagram. My Instagram is JazmineKathleen with 2 N's. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!